I just spent almost $300 at Trader Joe's buying all of their vegan meals. I wanted to try every single vegan meal option so that I could find the top ones that everyone needs to know. In fact, for the most part, you want to avoid meals that have more sodium than actual calories. But there are some times where you just don't have time and you want a quick go-to option. So which ones are worth it and which ones aren't? Let's take a look. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'm also gonna show you my favorite skincare products from Trader Joe's. All right, we're gonna try this out. You just microwave it. I cut the corner of the package, heat on high for 2 minutes. It smells like sushi. Eva, you want some?
Yes! It actually looks so scrumptious.
I hope it tastes good. We bought like 4 of these.
We'll try this. It's really hot.
She loves veggie sushi.
I love all sushi.
It's hot. Just put the whole thing in your mouth.
I can't, it's hot. It's not bad if it wasn't that hot, but it's actually pretty good. This is gonna be my snack for the rest of the week.
1 out of 10, how would you rate these?
I mean, I've had better sushi.
It's not really sushi, it's kimbap.
I've had better this, but I think it's pretty good. 8.
8 out of 10?
Pretty good. I'm gonna probably snack on this.
8 out of 10. Next up is this Korean beefless stuff. And we just microwave it for 3 to 4 minutes. We removed the packaging, put them in the microwave. We'll start with 3. The other thing I found at Trader Joe's was this microwavable perfect brown rice and then some stir-fry veggies. So we're gonna stir-fry up some veggies while that's cooking. My daughter just said, it smells like a barbecue right now, like you're actually cooking meat. I added some water to the pan too, kind of cut these up a little bit smaller. Okay, so I've been cooking these veggies on high. You can see that it kind of browned the pan. And so I'm just gonna add water. And that's where the flavor is going to come from. I'm just kind of steaming the veggies up. And while those are cooking, I'm gonna add some of that brown rice. Instead of microwaving it, I'm just gonna add it to the pan. So just 1 packet. And then if I need to add a tiny bit of water, I can. But it looks like this should be pretty good. And then lastly, let's put in our beefless beef and then have the kids try it out. This looks so good. This took maybe 5 minutes to put together. So before you put the beef in, just try to add some soy sauce to the rice. Otherwise it's gonna be pretty bland. When we tasted this, we're like, there's not a lot of flavor. Now it should be a lot better. All right, here's the taste test. Wow, it's smoky. It's barbecuey. It's a quick, easy dinner, kind of high in sodium.
That tastes like meat.
Kind of high in sodium.
That tastes like meat.
Kind of high in sodium.
That tastes like meat.
But it tastes real good.
No, it tastes like meat. But only when it's like seasoned right. It's like a good meat.
A quick, easy meal. We should have the kids taste it.
Yeah, and then we should tell them it's not vegan, that you actually cooked meat for once.
My turn.
You love it? According to my kids, this is a 9 out of 10.
It's good.
It's good?
It's good.
You decided you like it?
Good.
Let's try these cauliflower gnocchis next in the air fryer. All right, we'll place them in our little basket here, spread them apart, and then we'll cook for 15 minutes. We'll start with 13 and go from there. 13 to 15 minutes. All right, these gnocchis are done. Look at that beauty. They're basically like tater tots, let's be honest. Yum. Just like a tater tot, it has tons of flavor on its own. But similar to tater tots, you usually like to dip them in ketchup, and I would just say dip them in a marinara sauce so my kids can dip them in it. Super, super yummy. All right, let's test it out.
This is good.
That's good. Next up, we'll try the vegan spinach and cashew ravioli. So we need to boil some salted water. Now that it's boiling, we'll put them in and they will cook for just 3 to 4 minutes. It's been about 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna take these out and put them on a plate, trying to get rid of all the water. Because these are so hot as it is, I'm just gonna take the marinara sauce and just put it over. I don't need to even warm it up. Here we go. Super simple. Then I'll garnish with these microgreens, also from Trader Joe's. All right, I'm gonna try that pasta. This pasta is so good. It's so good. Yeah, it's awesome. So you're gonna try the pasta. Super good too. Next up, we'll cook these 2 lentil soups to see which one tastes the best. One is this canned version, and the other one you'll find in the refrigerated section. Here's my trick with any type of canned soup, you don't want to just eat the canned soup. You want to add some fresh veggies. So I'm going to add some of these petite peas to both soups. And I always eat soup with some bread. So I'm also going to add the sourdough bread along with it so that it's actually filling and satisfying. All right, I'm going to put about half of that in here, and then we'll add about the same amount to the other. And let's top it off with some peas. Just makes the biggest difference to have something fresh with it. Plus, peas add more protein. All right, let's microwave them. Both soups have the same amount of calories per serving, but the canned soup has a little bit more protein and the refrigerated soup has a little bit more fat. Although the refrigerated soup has less sodium, something to keep in mind. Besides peas, another great veggie to throw into soups is riced cauliflower. Just took these out of the microwave. They're pretty hot, so I'm just gonna cool it down with some riced cauliflower. And let's not forget our piece of sourdough toast. All right, here is the taste test. I have refrigerated and I have canned, so let's try them out. It's pretty good. I think it would be way too oily without all the veggies, but the veggies make it really fresh. Definitely add extra veggies for sure. It's a good flavor. I like it. All right, now the canned. It definitely tastes a little bit more like canned soup. So I think the flavor is maybe a little better on the other one just because I don't know, canned soup just has like this flavor that's pretty similar. It's pretty good. The veggies make all the difference. So again, add extra veggies if you're gonna eat this soup. Grab some sourdough bread, dip it in. This is super filling. I would say definitely worth it for just a last minute go-to meal. Yeah, and remember, you can add any veggies you want. Corn would also taste really good in here too. In fact, I would even add more lentils to the refrigerated soup. It could use more lentils, more protein. On to the next meal. And next, let's try the Thai green curry, the vegan version. This one, you just open up, puncture the top, and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, our Thai green curry is microwave. Now I just need to mix it all up. It's like 2 little pieces of tofu. That's it. Three little pieces of tofu with a couple of veggies. Okay, now for the taste test. Okay, the flavor is great. Woo, spicy. I would just add like an entire red bell pepper to all this, or add more spinach or basil. There's just not a lot of veggies. There's a lot of sauce though, and a lot of rice. But it tastes pretty good. I would say almost restaurant quality. Like, this is good. You can make this meal serve 2 really easily by adding more of that in and just using the same amount of sauce. But it is good. I would give this a 9 out of 10. It's 470 calories, so I would just add in more veggies and this will keep you full, more satiated with the more fiber. We also grabbed these veggie wontongs. I don't even know how to pronounce it, Gyoza. They're pretty greasy. They're really, really savory. There's a ton of flavor, but it's a little bit more grease than I prefer. And my kids actually didn't like it, surprisingly. But if you like the taste, then it could be a good option. There's a lot of fat, a lot more fat than protein. Next, I want to show you how to make more of a meal for 2 or 3 people, 4 people using these 2 products found at Trader Joe's, which is lentils and a bag of potatoes and veggies. You'll grab a sheet pan, open up our bag of veggies. They sell a similar bag at Lidl if you happen to have a Lidl. Let's go ahead and just separate everything. The more you can separate them, the better. You want them all to cook separately. I know there's a lot of oil in this and I don't love it, let's be honest. But when you use convenience foods, you're gonna sacrifice something, and sometimes it's a little bit of health for the convenience. We just want you to be using better convenience foods than, you know, the McDonald's drive-thru. Now we'll open up this box of lentils and we'll spread it on top. Now to save time, you can definitely microwave all of this, but I like how crispy the potatoes get when you either air fry it or cook it in the oven. I don't think I'm gonna use this entire thing of lentils. I'm gonna save it. So it's about half of it. And then the flavor from the potatoes brings flavor to the lentils. So it's a great mix of flavors here because there's not a lot on the lentils, but the potatoes, there's almost a little too much. So married together, it works out great. And then you wanna separate it so that we can get the potatoes nice and crispy. So let's cook it for 30 minutes on 400 degrees. You may have seen the viral trend of these lentils with the package of bruschetta, and together they are really delicious. They're just a little bit more oily, so I didn't buy it, but it is also a great option of what you can use with these lentils. All right, it has been 30 minutes, and here we go. Look at that deliciousness. The crispiness, it's just yummy. This is why I like it way better than cooking it in the microwave, is all that yummy crispiness to it. You know, before we went plant-based, a lot of times I would have added chicken to this, and I like lentils in certain circumstances. They're full of protein, they're so good for you, and they make a great substitute for like chicken in dishes like this. All right, let's try this one out. You can't go wrong with crispy potatoes. It's good. It's good with the lentils too. Is it the healthiest dish? No, but it's pretty good. And it's something my kids will eat. Yeah, the potatoes are yummy. Next, let's make a really yummy mushroom sandwich with these mushrooms and the ciabatta bread that my kids already got into. You can heat these in the microwave as well. I'm just gonna heat them over the stove. And then as many as you want to cook, I'm just gonna make one sandwich, so I'll only use about 1/4 of the bag. And then I wanna toast the bread. There is plenty of oil and flavor on these mushrooms, so you don't need to add anything. All we're doing is warming them up. And of course, you can make a similar sandwich just with regular mushrooms and add your own seasoning and flavors. Okay, bread is toasted. We'll grab it, put on some of the mushrooms, hack it up so it makes it taste good. And there you have it. The toasted bread makes this really good. All right, let's try it out. Probably gonna be pretty hot. Yeah, that is a very tasty mushroom sandwich. What do you think of the mushroom sandwich?
It's delicious.
Delicious. The mushroom sandwich is delicious. Look at her face. Yes, so good, huh? Mushroom sandwiches, 10 out of 10. All right.
We're making more.
We're making more. Next is this Korean sweet potato glass noodles and vegetable stir fry. It is actually decently healthy. There's a lot of food and not a lot of protein. So you will want to pair this with maybe some of the tofu. You can just use plain tofu or some of the flavored tofu that Trader Joe's has, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to cook the tofu and microwave these glass noodles. I just pull back the corner, microwave it, 3 minutes. Let's cook the tofu. Because the tofu already has the flavor on, I'm just gonna turn my heat on about medium high and then open up the package. I'm gonna just keep the block just right on here. Nothing fancy. I'm not even going to cut it. It already came cut in half. Mine did at least, which is perfect because this meal should serve two. Got all the extra juice in there. After a couple of minutes, we'll flip it over. Okay, so let's plate everything. So you'll add half of these glass noodles to each plate. Even them out as much as you can. All right, then we'll add the tofu. And I went ahead and sliced the tofu just to make it easier to eat. This took 5 minutes to put together. 5 minutes. Time to try it out. I have never actually tried this tofu, so I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like going to win any awards, but it's pretty good. It's pretty simple. It's a light sauce. I mean, if you wanted, you could add some extra soy sauce. This doesn't have a ton of flavor, but if you like simplicity, I mean, this was so quick to put together. Not my favorite, but not too bad. You can barely taste the sriracha. And the noodles have a very light flavor. I'd give this like a 5 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my score on the glass noodles because my kids actually really like them. So the glass noodles, 7 out of 10. Real quick, have you signed up for my 1-week meal guide? It has delicious whole food plant-based recipes that are almost as easy as just buying them from the store, but they are a lot healthier. I include the shopping list to simplify the whole process. So make sure to grab that meal guide by clicking on the link below. Next, we're trying the steamed vegetable soup dumplings. Let's check these out. We are just gonna open up a corner and microwave it. I'll be honest, I don't love all this microwaving of plastic. So again, this is not my normal way of eating, but I think it's good to see what options there are out there when you're in a pinch. Open this up and let's place them on a plate and test them out. So this whole thing is only 230 calories, but it has 9 grams of fat and just 4 grams of protein. Not the best macros, but let's taste it. It's very salty. I mean, it tastes good. It's not very fresh. I don't love it. We'll see what my kids think, but I don't think I would buy these again. Too salty, too greasy, not fresh enough. Moving on. What? I think it's so salty. The dumplings? Not a fan of the dumplings. They love the mushroom sandwiches though. You like the dumplings?
Then what did you mean?
Not a lot. Next, I'm going to make some sausage pizza using these Trader Joe pizza doughs, the beefless ground beef, and then just some marinara sauce. I'm gonna take my pizza pan, you can use any pan, pizza stone is what I'm using, and just flour it a little bit and open up one of my things of dough. Let's spread that around. We'll take the rolling pin. All right, next, let's take the marinara sauce. We'll spread that across. And then we'll take these beefless ground beef and we'll add it on top. I'm gonna do about half per pizza. I still don't use cheese. My kids are fine if I'm just making it at home. Like, they don't really care. If I bought it at the store, it's a different story, but just at home, they'll be thrilled that they get to have white bread and these like beefless crumbles. So no cheese is just fine. All right, let's put it in the oven. at 450 for 10 to 12 minutes. And while the first one cooks, I'll make the second one. All right, the pizza is done. Look at that, looks so good. Whoa. Yum. All right, you're trying the pizza and?
It's actually really good.
It's actually really good. Did you hear that? The pizza is really good. You like it?
1,000 thumbs up.
1,000 thumbs up. Pizza.
Yummy.
Yummy. 1,000,000 thumbs up, actually.
Yeah, the pizza's good. Next up is this vegan enchilada casserole. We're just gonna microwave it and see how it tastes. All right, this one smells good. It smells really good. All right, let's try this one out. It has some fake cheese in it. It's good. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of what you would expect. It's actually pretty good, but it tastes like a microwave meal. A good microwave meal. Nothing like a fresh enchilada casserole though. Hey guys, come taste this. Come here. I need you to taste the enchilada casserole. You like it? See, you kind of have the same response. Like, yeah, it's good. It's not like, wow, this is the best meal ever. It's good. It's not bad. It's nothing to write home about though. I'd give this a 6 out of 10. On to the next one. Here is one of the better grab and go meals. It's the chickpea, kale, and red rice salad. It's one of those things you actually don't have to cook. So you can just grab it and go. It has chickpeas in it, so it'll help you stay fuller longer. You don't need to add anything else. You'll just dump it on your plate and then add in the red rice Krispies. We're gonna try this out, see if it is worth all the hype. Add everything together, and it's like puffed red rice. It's kind of cool. This looks yummy. All right, let's try the salad. Okay, Trader Joe's. This one's good. Fresh, yummy. I love the crispy rice. Holy cow, it's so good. Feels fresh, it doesn't feel like gross and microwavy, especially after all those other meals. This one's a winner. A winner, chickpea dinner. Yeah, this one's good. This one's a good one. I don't know if my kids would like it, but this, if you wanted a go-to meal where you don't have to cook, it's healthy and fresh, this is a good one. This chickpea, kale, and crispy red rice salad, it has 360 calories, 12 grams of protein. It's so good, it's so filling, it's fresh. I give it a 10. This is a great go-to meal if you're in a pinch. This was another delicious salad in the refrigerated section that's vegan. It does not have as much protein, so I'm going to add some teriyaki baked tofu to it, and I'm just gonna microwave this. I know, tacky, but we're in a hurry, right? We're all about fast food here. Okay, so we'll open up the noodle salad. Has this cute little peanut thing, and then the dressing. We're just gonna kind of mix it up, make it look a little prettier. We'll sprinkle half of the dressing right now and mix all of that together. I'll use some tongs instead of my fingers. I just pulled this out of the microwave. I put it in for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all it took. Then I'm gonna cut it, slice it up, just so it looks pretty. It makes a difference when it's warm. We're gonna add it on top. Look how pretty that is. We'll add the rest of the sauce on top, adding some to that tofu. This is enough food that you could make this last for 2 meals, seriously. Sprinkle in the peanuts, and look at this beautiful meal. Who says eating healthy has to take a ton of time? This one's beautiful. Now let's taste test it. A little bit of tofu, a little bit of cabbage, a little bit of noodles. Yes. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It's delicious, it's fresh, so good. So good. Wow. There's no way one person could eat all this food. I would definitely split this or make it into 2 meals. It's a lot of food. This is so good. It's actually pretty high in calories, but it's a ton of food. You can make this last for multiple meals. 10 out of 10. The last thing I'm making is green noodles with this vegan kale and cashew and basil pesto. It's so good. And then I'm gonna add some vegan Italian sausage and then some more veggies. So let's
More veggies, let's go.
Let's go, let's get it started.
Let's.
I'm gonna add some of these stir-fry veggies to the pan. I chopped them up a little bit smaller. Then we'll chop up some of these sausages and add them as well. I just used 2 of them. So now we'll add the pasta and the pesto. Turning the heat off. You can add as much or as little pesto as you like, but I find that the pesto alone is actually not very good. I always add nutritional yeast to it because alone it needs a little bit more salt, a little bit more depth of flavor, so we'll add in that nutritional yeast. I don't measure, I sprinkle, and then I usually add a little bit of salt as well. All right, should we taste it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, That's good. That's real good. I promised you my favorite skincare products. So if you're at Trader Joe's, make sure to snag some of this sunscreen. It just feels so good on your face. Also, this Marula facial oil is a knockoff version of the Drunk Elephant one, and it's pretty great. So add these to your cart as well. And make sure to check out all the vegan salad dressings that they have in the refrigerated section because they're great as well. If you love these Trader Joe vegan meals, I know you'll absolutely love my dollar store videos where I show you how you can buy foods from the dollar store and make it fit into your vegan diet. So check those out as well.
Bye.
Bye.